Hey guys, so just went to Dollar General to get the kitty cats some more food. I went out there. There was a big, fluffy, long coated. I don't know what it was. It keeps running off before I can get a good look at it. But from what I see, it's a beautiful cat. And I kind of got a chance to see it, but I went out there and I was like, "Hi, you don't have to. You can come up here." And I'm like, "Meowsy, are you inviting your friends over or something?" And she's like, "No, Dad." I'm like, "Lucifer, what about you? Are these your friends?" He's like, "I don't have any friends." But it's a beautiful cat. Um, but I had to go to Dollar General to get more food. I've been giving them like 3 cans of food a day because, it's cold out and the wet food's got all those nice sugars and proteins and fatty acids and all that great stuff that cats need in order to survive outside. Obviously warmth, which is also why I picked up one of these. Um, I mean, this is just gonna go on that chair outside, and they have a place for shelter. It's outside on the porch, so you make that place nice and warm. So at least Miko, I hope Kaya does as well, but Miko's the only one I've seen. It's just like his daddy. But I put it on last year when my roommate put it out on the chair. Venti was on that seat regardless. He was on that seat before she put off the blanket. But it's like that pleather kind of material, so it doesn't keep heat very well. It just kind of absorbs everything around it. But this, you leave this out, this always stays like nice and warm. Um, so uh like I said before, I want to build like a little, not even build, just make a little cat house, get a really big dog crate, wrap the outside with like blankets for, to keep it insulated, put a tarp over it so that way when it rains or snows, and then the inside fill it with these, just kind of like 2 layers or so, which they're $5. They're really cheap, but they're really soft, really warm, really plush. Um and you just line those and then put your cat's food and water in there and give them a little cat house so during the rain or the and also it also helps to know which way the wind's going. So if I'm outside, the wind's usually going that way, so the back of it will be facing that way, so when the wind comes, it's protected. Even during storms, uh it'll be protected. um but yeah, just you line them with this and make it all nice and cozy. But they probably wouldn't do that since they have under the house. But so for me, I just put it outside on the chair. Like I said, Miko loves sleeping on the chair. I went outside and he was sleeping on the chair earlier today. So he is just like his dad. Satan rest his soul. Uh, Venti was the only one sitting in that chair, like laying down, and Meowsy doesn't. No one else does except for Venti did, and now Miko does. Miko is basically Venti 2.0. It's like Venti never left. So, but yeah, just put this on the chair, and I'll probably just let both of them. Miko will figure it out because he always sleeps on that chair anyway. But I'll put um Kaya on that chair out there just to say, hey, it's nice and warm. Because once you put them on something, they realize that there's a material that they like and it feels warm. I mean, they're coming in the house all the time because it's so fucking warm in here. I was actually going to record a video because I was out in the kitchen and I was playing with them because I had there's a little, little mouse on the string thing. So I was going to run in here and get my phone and record just because it's so nice having them inside to, let them warm up. I mean, Meowsy even came in for like a second and then the door made a sound and she ran back outside. So yeah, just whatever you guys can do in the winter if you got outside cats just to kind of keep them warm. If you got a porch, that's already great, but just make on the porch as warm as possible. Um, just simple stuff like this. Like I said, this will stay warm. Last year was snowing and raining and freezing, and this stayed warm. When they lay on it, it locks that heat in a lot better than like pleather or wood or whatever material they're laying on. So, yeah, you can go Dollar General, $5. Um, Or I'm sure you can go online, get a material like this, like 25 feet or whatever, and just kind of like cut into smaller portions. That'd probably be cheaper. But if you're like me and you don't have time to surf online for that kind of stuff, and just $5, um, pretty good. Um, but yeah, just trying to make it as nice and cozy for them, so that way they can stay warm. Right now it's worse; it's raining out, so they have a better chance of getting sick. But they should be fine now. The rain stopped and should be clearing up by tomorrow. So still gonna be cold. So anything you have to keep them nice and warm outside, go ahead and do it. Um, or if you just, I mean, like, hell, I just want to line the entire porch out there with something, just something nice and warm, so that way, no matter where they're standing, it's always going to be warm. Because when you have outside cats, you're their protection, and you want to do what you can to make sure that they're as protected and safe and warm and healthy as possible. So, if it was up to me, I'd put like this kind of blanket outside, just line the porch with it, so that way, no matter where they are, they'll always be nice and warm. As soon as they come up, they can rest their little paws and put their pads up and get them, because obviously cats, winter, frostbite, pads, doesn't feel very good. So you want to make sure you have some kind of safe spot for them. I mean, under houses and everything is fine, but sometimes it's unpredictable because there might be other animals under there, raccoons, a possum. So the porch tends to be a safe spot for cats, so I just do what I can to make my porch as comfortable as possible for them. So I've got like a cat crate. It's not a big cat crate, but it'd probably be perfect for, like, I don't know, Master Kaya. He's so fucking tiny. Put that out there for him, and he can. But I'm like, nah, he probably won't. He'd probably just stay on. If it's between that confined, because they don't like confined spaces. I mean, because if something was to get in, it they don't like small spaces like that. So that's why I try making that big area nice and warm and safe. So that way, if something did try to get them, they have a quick getaway compared to, say, a small box that you can put out for them, where if something else comes in, they're basically fucked. Even like I said, the dog crate, pretty big. It won't be as bad as, say, a small cardboard box. But, I mean, hell, I think they have like actual cat houses, like big cat houses. It looks almost like chicken coops, but just one big enclosed area, and your little kitty cats can be safe. But a pet parent's and a pet grandparent's job is never done. That's all I could say. Anyway, hope that little info helped. If you are a pet parent or you have outside cats that aren't really yours, but you do take care of them, you're a pet parent. And it's, if you're feeding them, it is kind of your responsibility to make sure they're warm and safe. So just little quick tips: get nice, soft, plushy blankets if you have like a porch, and maybe just do what I said. Just like line the porch with them. So that way, that entire area, no matter where they lay down or where they are, it's going to be nice and warm. If you have chairs out there, they sleep in, perfect for those. Make sure they're getting plenty of lots of wet food. That gravy alone, that has like everything they fucking need. Obviously, if you give them dry food, that's great as well. And in fact, just what I do is I put the dry stuff and then I put the wet stuff on top. It just gives it a little more sustenance and a little more impact. But yeah, that the wet food has all the, like I said, the proteins and sugars, and because they're outside in the cold, they gotta have energy. So, but Meowsy looks pretty good. She's looking nice and plump. And when I say plump, I don't mean fat. I mean she's got her winter coat. She's a lot fluffier, about as fluffy as a short hair cat can get. So, yeah, just do what you can to help them. And if you know that you do have cats that do come over that aren't really a regular, what you consider regular, like that other cat that I said, not a regular, but it's coming over here. You know, you just want to make outside cats as safe as possible because they are probably maybe someone's cat, and you don't want them killed or hurt or freeze to death or whatever. So, but that's just me being a good person. You know, I'm just too loving towards animals. Um, but yeah, that's gonna do it for me. You guys know the drill. I'll see you guys later. Bye, guys.